Hi, today we will see the communication process. The communication process is the exchanging the verbal and non-verbal messages. It is the continuous process and the prerequisite the communication in the message. This message must be conveyed through some medium to recipient. It is essential that this message is must be understood by recipient in the same terms intended by the sender. Context. The communication is affected by the context in which it takes place. This is the next context may be the physical and social and chronological or cultural. Every communication proceeds with the context. The sender chooses the message to communicate within the context. Sender and encoder is a person who sends the message. A sender makes the use of the symbols and to convey the message and produce the required response. The sender may be individual on a group or an organization. The view's background, approach, skills, competencies, and the knowledge the sender have the great impact on the message. The verbal and non-verbal symbols chosen are essential in ascertaining the interpretations of the message by the recipients sent in terms intended by the sender. The message is a key. That idea of the sender wants to communicate. It is a sign to elicit the response of the recipients. The communication process is begins to deciding about the messages to be conveyed. It must be ensured that the main objective of the message is clear. The medium it means used to exchange to transmit the message. Sender must be choose the appropriate medium for to transmitting the message, else the message might not be conveyed to the desired recipients. The choice of the making the message effective and correctly interpreted by the recipients. This choice of the communication medium varies depending upon the features of the communication. Recipients and decoders. Recipients and decoder is a person from whom the message is intended, aimed, and targeted. The degree of which the encoder the understand the message is dependent upon the various factors such as knowledge, recipients, and um, responsiveness of the message, and the reliance of the encoder and decoder. Feedback is the main component of the communication process as it permits the sender to analyze the efficiency of the message. Then it helps to sender to confirming the correct interpretation of the message by the decoder. The feedback may be verbal or non-verbal. It may be written from also the form of the memos and reports, etc. The effective forms of the communication in an organization. Today, the business communicators are formulate in that the variety of the forms communication chooses the form. The different business situations and different employees needs to demand the use of the multiple communications channels and drive the message home effectively. And understanding the benefits of various types of organizational communication can help the business to people communicate the most effectively face to face. Technology will never replace the benefit of the power face to face communication when doubt or whenever the communication is critical and it is possible to meet face to face to do so. The personal connections that occurs two or more people interact the real time significant. The email is probably changed the organizational communication environment significantly any other technology introduction over the past several decades. Email is the fast and efficient allow the records of the interactions, but while email can vary the effective, the business people should avoid the overusing it. Sometimes as an in-person interaction is the best. The telephone is still um, mainstay in any business of the environment, although more of these telephones are becoming the mobile variety. Sometimes email works well and sometimes nothing to beats and more personal connections that can be achieved over the phone. Even colleagues hundreds and thousands of the miles be the types of the communication. The external communication, an organization when it communicates with the governmental agency and other organization, customers and clients and public, it is called the external communication. Letters, reports and proposals or visual media like the posters, advertisements, videos and types of the electronic media like faxes, telegrams, emails and faxes. Communication right also the people, teleconference and face-to-face meetings of the panel discussions and presentation exhibitions and such events. The advantages of the external communication. The external communication helps to organization to keep them outsourcing agencies like distributors, wholesalers and retailers and clients and well informed about the company, the product and services, the progress and the goals of the formation and gets continuously updated the accurate. All the organization move in and move have to maintain the cordial relationship with the government agency, licensing authorities, suppliers of raw materials, ancillary industries and financial institutions. Continue updated the formation without any communication gap essential of the business houses. Internal communication. Every organization has to necessity to maintain the appropriate communication with the branches of the staff and employees is generally the internal communication of the communication are essential. The features of the organization, the administrative structures in modern times, the human resource department and plays an important role of the maintaining the communication. The effective internal communication, which is a strong and bond between the employees and the management, promotes the cooperation among the different section and establishment and remove the understanding and aids of the growth of the organization. Desire the optimal level of the internal communication in a short ensures the movement of all um, people without alternating any section. The formal communication channels. Upward communication. Upward communication is the process of the information flowing from the lower level to the hierarchy to upper levels, and this type of the communication is becoming more and more popular. Organization traditional forms communications are becoming the less popular. Upward the communication is the flow of the popular information in front of the employees and the managers, supervisors and directors. Upward communication helps to eliminate the express the requirements, ideas and feelings for the top management. Upper communication is an important source of the business decision. It helps altering the top management about the requirement of the changes of the organization. According to the Battle Martin, the upward communication is a vertical communication flows from and form on the lower level of the one or the more higher level of the in organization. According to the Reski Griffin, upward communication consists of the messages of the subordinates to the superior. According to the Rich codes, the upward communication travels the subordinates superior continuous organizational hierarchy. According to the Bobby others, the upward communication is the flow of the information from the lower level to the higher level of the organization. Advantages of the upward communication feedback: the managers can get the feedback from the employees that can be helped to improve the organizational development. The employees who are encouraged to provide the feedback feel respected. They are stay and in how the organization is run. The mutual trust. The mutual trust is being employees and the managers closest to each other. As trust grows, relationship between the employees and the managers become the strongest. Introduction of the new policies, the frontline policies, and do the work very every day. The um, they can they can usually tell the managers if something works, it doesn't work. The employees can be the instrumental in forming the new policies, changing these or the outdated. The downward communication. The downward communication occurs when the informations and message flow down through an organization is a formal chain demand and the structures. In other words, the messages and orders start upper level to the organization about move downward toward the bottom level. The responses of the downward communication move up along the same path. When the information flows from the superiors to subordinates, that then it is known as the downward communication. When the managers says the department provides an order or directions out to the assessment managers of the same department, then it is the case of the downward communication. In any organization, most of the managerial communications are completed in the form of the downward communication, basically used providing the directions of the information types of the employees. The advantages: organizational discipline, downward hierarchy. The meaning of the organization discipline, the member of the compliance is much easier to maintain. The efficiency towards the communication offers the efficiency because the instruction of the information come from the sources of the power. They are able to coordinate the sources and the activities from the top of the organization. Employees receive the feedback from the superiors who manage them. The effective communication goals. The management can easily communicate the goals and assign the responsibility regarding achieving those goals. Easy to delegations and delegations is a much easier. Delegation comes directly from the vertical communication structure representing the chain command. The disadvantages: distortions. Downward communication can be become the distorted proceeds through the multiple levels of organization. Slow feedback. It takes time for the messages to go down the organization and then up the organization and then back down again. This means the feedback can be slow, resulting in problems, especially in dynamic environment. The interpretive problems, the downward communication present the interpretation problems because the distortion affect the slow feedback for the messages clarification. The lower morale, the given time, the communication and takes the problems with distorted messages. Downward communication can negative impact on the original organizational morale, not motivating given the slow feedback and dependence on the formal channel communications. In this method, the communication doesn't really help with motivations and horizontal communication. The horizontal communication is the communication that flows literally within the organization, involve the person's same level of the organization. The horizontal communication is normally involves the coordinating the information and allows the people while the same or similar rank of an organization to cooperate and collaborate. The horizontal communication is the communication among the people at the parallel or the same level of the position, rank or the status people of the organization. The horizontal communication is the lateral or diagonal message exchange either within the boundaries or moving the support of the supervisors or across the work unit behind the boundaries involving the individuals and respects of the different supervisors. The horizontal communications is the formation of the messages flows among the similar same of the status of the peoples in the organization structures. When the production manager is there, then it goes to the marketing manager, then it goes to the purchasing manager, then HR manager, then accounts officer, then public relation officer. So like the recognition, horizontal communication is the effective. Top effective must be recognized. It is the realistic and useful way to change the message. The emergency communication make it effective. This communication system is considered from the emergency communication to affect the quick resolution of the particular problem. Direct supervision to make the more effective of the system manager should be convenience to the workers, discipline to make the more effective, discipline to be maintained strictly in every level. Otherwise, the management may be broken. The clear understandability and to make the effective care and should be taken so that the managers may have the clear understand and horizontal communication is a functional a part of the total communication of the process. Interdepartmental communication increasing to make it effective organizational structure should be made in such a way that the opportunity in departmental communication can be ensured. The act as the lubricant and to make effective departments must be developed. The vertical communication. The vertical communication is the communication where the information messages flows between among the subordinates and the superiors of the organization. Vertical communication is the flow of the information and information up and down organization hierarchy. The graphical representation of the vertical communication will be the managing director, general manager, assistant general manager, department head, supervisors, employee and the workers. Then so the communication where the information messages flows to the top level to the organization bottom of the organization structures. Advantages of the vertical communication. conveying the message of the subordinates through upward direction. The vertical communication systems, the upper level of the management, convey the suggestions, compliance, recommendation to the subordinates, maintain the good labor management relations. There is a systematic flow of the information under these communication systems. The good relations can be developed between the superior and subordinates, maintenance of the organizational discipline. There is a chain command in the vertical communication system, so since the discipline may be developed among the employees, the explaining the process of the plan through the vertical communication systems. Upper level management can send the policy of the procedures to the subordinates. The effective decision making supervisors needed the various information take the decision making in the organization of the vertical communication. Help the decentralization. Duties and responsibilities can be delegated among through the vertical communication. To maintain the chain of the command. Proper chain commands is easily maintained through the vertical communication systems. Increase the efficiency. The necessary instruction are sent to the subordinates to perform their duties and responsibilities accordingly. That is help to increase the superior subordinates. Disadvantages of the vertical communication. In spite of having many advantages of the vertical communication, there are some advantages for their delay purposes. Delay process. Vertical communication system. The delay process, it is maintained long chain command and large organization change of the information, distributing the discipline, distributing the discipline in this communication. The boss of the role direction seen by the doubtful eyes by the subordinates, and the chain command of the discipline may be broken. Efficiency reduces. The downward direction of the vertical communication is commanding in nature, so there is no opportunity of the work become different. Reduces the relationship. By this communication system, the relationship of the superior and subordinates are reduced. Inability and inefficiency. The slowness of the systems. The vertical communication is the slowest communication because it requires the passing through the various levels of an organization. Then the diagonal communication. The diagonal communication refers the communication between the managers and workers located in different functional divisions. Divisional communication takes place. The people working in the same level interact with the work. Those who are working the higher and lower level of the organization, and the boundaries of reporting the relationships. Advantages of diagonal communication. The coordination is the very this communication serves as the important purpose of coordination through the informal meetings, the formal conferences, lunch hour meetings, general notices, etc. The moral boosting by providing the opportunities for the lower level interest with the managers, and in the informal meetings it gives their moral boost, further commitment on the organizations. More and more organization now encouraging the this communication and built the bone homic. Then the disadvantages of the digital communication. Fear of the infringement. Superior may be feel that an infringement is the subordinates has been given undue of the importance, and this as he has been bypassed. the resistance of the communication, resistance of the compliance, and the superior may not be implement suggestion it has not been consulted. NRC, the lack of accepted procedures may be led to internal NRC of the external and animosity. The information of the communication channel, the information communications can be defined at passing the information to the outside of the officials. It is established by the employees themselves. This meaning the informal communication uses of the workers and own channel of the communications. When an organization does not follow any prescribed or official rules or procedures of the organization, the informal communication, the basis informal communication is spontaneous relationship among the participants. According to the Batrol and Martin, the informal communication is to make the place regard to task of the requirements. According to the Bobby and his associates, the informal communication is the flow of the information without regard for the formal organization structures, hierarchical and reporting the relationships. The informal communication is an spontaneous. Informal communication is the form of the communication and activities of those formally learned through the discipline and the circles, schools, and through the educations, or the business through the experience of the formal timings. The graphene communication. The graphene communication is the channel business communication. It is called so because it stretches through the organization in all directions of the respective authority level. The graphene is an informal informational communication channel that goes in every direction, up and down, sideways. The management does not control the way, control it. It very difficult to the management of the stop it instead of messages are spread by the employees sharing the informations on the formal basis, such as during the breaks. It is often source rumors and moves very quickly. The typical examples of the graphene communication in the organization establishment is conversation that goes between the co-workers during the lunch breaks, on their way of the home from the work, even in the company parking lots. Then the characteristics of the graphene communication. The graphene communication is exclusively revolves around the employees working in the organization, cannot be directly controlled by the management. Instead of employees, workers influences the graphene communication compared to the formal needs of the communication and official announcement. The employee is considered the graphene communication to be more reliable and genuine. The graphene communication is the most natural form, does not advocate the organization objective goals. It is there for workers and employees. Graphene communication is important role of satisfying the employees' social affiliation needs. Basic types of the graphene. Single strand graphene. In this type of the chain, A tells something to B and tells to C, and so on. This type of the chain at least accurate passing on the information or message. The gross-week chain, the person seeks to tell everyone the information he has obtained. The chain is often used for the information of the message recording, not on the job. The probability of the chain, the communications or the indifferent the persons to whom they are passing some information. This chain is found the information some that interesting but not really significant. The cluster chain in this type of the chain tells something few selected the individuals, then some of these individual, few others selected the individual, and then these individuals of the few already selected the individual. The advantages of the graph-driven communication. The first advantages of the graph-driven communication is the fact that the information through this channel extremely fast. The graph-driven creates a sense of unity of the human employees who share and discuss their views of their each other. The graph-driven communication supports the formal methods of communication and organization. The graph-driven is supplement in those cases the formal communication does not work. The graph-driven shows the emotional superlative values. Disadvantages of the graph-driven communication. The graph-driven carry the partial information in times as it move more based on the rumors, thus it does not clearly depicts the complete state of the affairs. Graphic communication is not always true worthy and can have the serious implications on the organization. The productivity of the employees may be hampered as they spend more time taking rather than the working. The graph even makes the hostily against the executives. The graph may be hamper goodwill of organization as it may be carry the false negative information about the high level of the people of the organization. Verbal communication. The verbal communication refers to the form of the communication in which the message is to be transmitted verbally. The communication is done by the word of the mouth and the piece of writing, and the objectives of every communication is to have the people understand we are trying to convey when we talk others, assume that the others understand what we are saying because we know that we are saying, but this is not a case. Usually the people bring their own attitude, the perceptions, emotions and thoughts. Verbal communication, oral communication and written communication. The oral communication implies the communication through the mouth. It includes the individual conversing with each other, but the direct conversation is telephonic conversation, which is the presentation, discussions, or in the form of the oral communication. Oral communication is the generally recommended when the communication of the matter is temporary kind where the direct interaction is required. Face to face communication, the significant build support the trust. The advantages, there is the higher level understanding, transparency in oral communication. There is the element rigidity in oral communications. There is the flexibility and for allowing the changes of the decisions previously taken. The feedback or spontaneous in the case of the oral communication. Thus, the decisions can be made quickly without any delay. The oral communication not only the time saving, but it also saves upon the money and efforts. Oral communication is the best in the case of the problem resolution, conflicts and disputes, and many issues of the differences put and put to an end and talking them over. The oral communication is essential for teamwork and group energy. Oral communication promotes the repetitive, encouraging the moral among the organizational employees. Oral communication can be best is used for the transfer the private disadvantages. Relying on the oral communication may not be sufficient business communication. It is a formal and very organized. The oral communication is less authentic, can be written the communications as they are informal and not organized. The written communication, the oral communication is the time saving as far as daily interactions the or the concern, but in the case of the meetings, long speeches consuming a lot of time and or unproductive time, oral communication are not easy to maintain. Thus, they are unsteady. They are understanding the as the information is not complete, and they make lack of attention. It requires the alternative great respectivity. One part of the receives oral communication is not frequently used legal records except the investigation work. The written communication involves any type of the interaction makes use of the word. The written communication is very common business situations, so it is important for small business owners and managers to develop the effective written communication skills. Written communications has to great significance in today's business world. It is ineffective activity of the mind. The effective written communication is essential for preparing the worthy promotional material for business development. Speech came before writing, but writing is more unique and formal than the speech. The effective writing involves the more choices of the words their organization in correct order in sentences and the formation, memos, reports, bulletin, job description, employee manuals, and electronic mails. The written communication helps laying down the apparent principles, policies, and rules of an organization. It is a permanent means of the communication. Thus, it is useful where the records of the maintenance is required. It assists the proper destination responsibility. When in case of the oral communication, it is impossible to fix the delegate responsibility on the grounds on to speech, as it can be taken back by the speaker, or he may refer to the to refuse to acknowledge. The written communication is more precise and explicit. The effective written communication developed enhances the organization image. It provides ready for the records and references. Disadvantages: written communication does not save upon the cost. It costs the huge in terms of the stationery and manpower employed in writing and typing. Also receives the written messages are separated by the distance, and if they need clear their doubts and response not spontaneous. Written communication is time consuming as the feedback is not immediate. The encoding and sending the message takes a time. The effective written communication requires the great skills and competitiveness in large and vocabulary use. The more The poor writing skill and quality have the negative impact of the organization reputation. Too much of the paperwork, emails, burden is involved. Non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication is sending the receiving and wordless message. It is the communication of feeling, emotions, and attitudes through the body movements. And for example, old movies, Charlie Chaplin is and only the images, the parking signs, the banners, um, siren from the racing fire engine, beacon from lighthouse themselves convey the messages intended. This type of the non-verbal communication, facial expression, the human is as having the face extremely expressive, the able to express the countless emotion without saying the word heard, the facial expression for the happiness and sadness, angers and surprise, the fear, the digest, the same across the cultures, the body movements and the picture, the perception of the peoples are affected by the way of sit and walk and stand up or hold their head, the way they move and carry the communications, wealth informations to the world. This type of the non-verbal communication include the posture and bearing the stance of the stable movement, the gestures. Gestures is the woven fabric of our daily lives, and however, the meaning of the gestures can be very different across the cultures and regions. So it is the important of the to avoid the many interruptions and eye contact, since the visual sense of the dominant for the most of the people. Eye contact is an especially that especially important type of the non-verbal communication. The eye contact is also the important maintaining the flow of the conservation and gauging the other persons of the responsible. The touch, the communicate the great deals through the tough touch. Think about the messages given by the following week of the handshake and time and tap shoulder, the warm bear hug, and receiving the slap on the back and potting the head or controlling the grip on your arm. The importance, the expressions of the emotions. Emotions are expressed mainly through the face to face and the voice. The communication is interpersonal attitudes, the establishment and maintenance of the relationships, often done through the nonverbal signals such as tone and voice and gaze and touch. The accompanies and support speech, vocalization and non-verbal behaviors are synchronized with the speech of the conversation, self-presentation, presenting itself, the another through the non-verbal and messages like dress and appearance, affection, greetings and handshakes or the rituals, barriers of the communications. There are the several barriers affect the flow of the communication in the organization. Uh, these barriers or interrupt flow the communications, senders, receivers, the making the communication ineffective. It is essential of these managers overcome these barriers. The perception language difference. Perception is generally how each the individual interrupts the world. Hmm. All general receive the message which are significant to them, but any messages which is against their values is not accepted. But a same event may taken differently and differently by the different individual. For example, a person on a leave for a month. The personal reasons. The HR manager might be um, confusion whether they retain that employee or not. Immediate, immediate manager might be think the replacement because he learns the productivity is being hampered. The family members might take him as an emotional support. The, then the logistics and difference also the lead the communication of the breakdown. Some of the word by means of the different to different individuals. For example, consider a word value. What is the value of the laptop, and I value of our reductions. What is the value of learning technical skills? Value means different and different sentences. Communication breakdown. There is a wrong perception of the receiver. The manager are surrounded with a pool of informations, and it is essential to control this information flow, else the information is likely to be misinterpreted and or forgotten or overlooked. As a result of the communication is less effective. The inattentions at, at times what we just listen, not listen, but only hear. For example, traveler may pay attention to one no parking sign, but such sign is put all over the city. Here he no longer listen to it. Thus, the respective managers should be ignored of the effective communication. Similarly, if a supervisor is engrossed in this paperwork, subordinates explain him problems. The superior may not be get seeing it, and it leads to disappointment. Time pressures. Often the organization targets have achieved with specified time period. P. The failure which has adverse the consequences in a has to meet the deadlines. The formal channels of communication shortened. The message is partially given. An example, not completely transferred. The sufficient should be given the effective communications. The distraction of the noise communication is also affected a lot by noise distraction. The physical distraction are also there, such as poor lighting, uncomfortable steering, and unhygienic rooms also affect the communication in a meeting. Similarly, use loudspeakers interfaces with the communication. Emotions. The emotional state, particular point of time, also affect the communication. If the receiver feels that the communicator is angry, he interprets that the information being sent is very bad. When he takes definitely, if the messages is interpreted to be the good, interesting, the complexity in organizational structure greater in the hierarchy in the organization, more in chances of the communication getting destroyed. Only the people at the top level can see overall picture, while the people at low level just have the knowledge own area of the little knowledge about the other areas, poor retention. The human memory cannot be function behind the limit. One can't always retain what is being told, especially the interested attentive leads of the communication breakdown, overcoming the barriers of the communication, charity ideas before the communication. The persons, according to the communication, should be very clear in his mind about what he wants to say. He would know the objective of the message. Therefore, he should arrange thoughts in the proper order, communicating according to the needs of the receiver. Sender of the communication should prepare the level of ability, should keep the mind and the level, the understanding the environment, the receiver, consult the others before the communication. At the time of planning, the communication and suggestion should be invited in the form of the all the persons of the concern, and the main advantages of that whole people who was consulted the time of preparing the communication. The plan will be contribute to the success of the communication system. Beware of languages. The sender should be take care of the fact that the message should be formed in clear, beautiful languages. The tone of the messages should not be injure the feelings to the receiver. As far as possible, the contents of the message should be brief, excessive, technical words should be avoided to convey the things to help the value of the to the listener, the subject of the matter, the message should be helpful to the receiver. The need to interest of the receiver should be specially kept in mind. The communication is more effective in such situation. Ensure the proper feedback. The purpose of the feedback is to find out whether the receiver has properly understood the meaning of the information received to face communications. The reaction of the face to face receiver can be understood, but in the case of the written examination, understood other sort of the communication. Some proper method of the feedback should be adapted to the sender. Then consistency of the message, the information sent to the receiver should not be self-contradictory. It should be in accordance with the objectives, policies, programs, and techniques of the organization. When new message has to be sent takes place, the old one, it should be always makes the mention of the change of the otherwise it can be create some doubts. The follow-up communication. In order to make the communication effective, the management should be regularly try to know the weakness of the communication systems. In this context, the effort can be made to know whether to lay the more stress upon the formal or informal communications would be appropriate. Similarly, the suggestions can be involve the respect of the medium of the communication. Be a good listener. It is the essence of the communication that both the sender and receiver should be the good listener. Both should listen each other point of view with attention, the patience and positive attitude. A sender can receive the relevant information being the good listener. The effective communication the effective communication is the basic um, prerequisite for the attainment of the organizational goals. No organization on the group can be exit without communication. Coordination work is impossible and the organization will be collapsed for the lack of communication. The cooperation also becomes the impossible because the people cannot be communicate their needs and feelings to others. The effective communication helps us to better the persons and the persons or the situations, enables to us to revolve the differences, build the trust and respect to create the environments and the creative ideas, the problem solving action affections and caring and flourish. The effective communication can be improve the relationship at homework and, and social situation by depending individual connections and others to improve the teamwork, the decision making, with the problem solving. It enables the individual communicate even the negative or difficult messages without creating conflict, destroying the trust. Principles of effective communication. The communication must be clear that receiver can fully comprehend the sender is trying to communicate the sender's message and tailored receiver, the top and bottom within the organization and the bottom to the idea trust. It is assumed that the receiver will follow the command and propose the top and bottom only the works efficiently. The receiver is fully trusted by the sender. The receiver will execute all the actions on the best ability. The informal communication is usually more effective than the formal communication, while the formal communication seems to more professional in an industrial setting. It has the lower compliances factors and compared to an informal communication. The informal communication may involve the superior and personally speaking the subordinate face to face. Its the compliance is much higher because the receiver fully understands the senders. For example, the students likely to pay more attention in a small the information in the informal classroom compared to the large formal lecture hall. The communication must be consistent with the overall plans of an organization. In other words, the communication must flow to the policies, plans, programs, etc. of the organization. The, con- in consistence of the communication may lead the uh, costly and misunderstanding. The information must always adequate, comprehensible. Incomplete information leads the loss of the time and money and maybe develop the understanding and this may be common organization of as a whole. The communication must be carried out on the proper late communication maybe create the reactions from the receivers and causing the entire process to be set behind the time and this may be cause the uncoordination among the organizational departments and ineffective. The communication network must be established within the organization. This is ensure the information reaches the target and original form. There are many information networks of the organization and they may be transfer the different information. However, it is necessary to effective right on the target. The effective communication in the business motivates the employees, helps them the field or the part of the business easier to control and coordinate the business activity, prevent the different parts of the business going the opposite directions, make the successful decision making, easier decisions based on the more complete, accurate information, better communications with the customers will increase the sales, improve the relationship with the suppliers, improve the chances of obtaining the finance, benefits of effective communication, reduces the conflict, The primary reasons for the occurrence of the conflict: poor and misunderstanding communications. The learning effective communication skill helps the persons of the ineffective communicator. The person is the resolve the conflicts and build the harmony of the bridge of the communication gap. It helps in achieving the goals. Effective communication helps the persons to get more he she expects out of the life. This makes the people. This makes you capable of communicating thoughts such as such a way that the people understand you instantly. Thus, they offer you the resources which are required to achieve your dreams and the goals. The strengthens and relationship. The effective communications help the people to understand what they want and expect each other. This helps to build a strong personal and business relationship between them. Better acceptance of the ideas. Effective communication is very broad accept the people adjust your representation and in order to match their needs them rather than making them to understand your needs and will be gladly adopt your ideas. Thank you. We will see in next video.